India, known for the vast number of tourist places across its expanse, has a mix of everything, from cultures to natural beauty and adventure activities to beautiful beaches. So if you are planning to visit the country, you should definitely not miss the places listed below. Well, at least not all of them. We have covered all of our favorites, from hill stations to beaches to cities, showcasing the culture and much more to get you to experience the best of tourism in India. Best tourist places in India. 1. Agra. Agra is a city on the banks of the Yamuna River in the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh, about 210 kilometers south of the national capital New Delhi and 378 kilometers west of the state capital Lucknow in India. Agra is best known for the Taj Mahal, 17th century, designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983. The history of the Taj Mahal is indeed much more fascinating than what we all have been hearing and reading for years. I just couldn't stop myself from sharing the most interesting and unknown facts that I have come across a few days ago with you. Trust me, learning about these lesser known yet interesting facts will give you plenty of reasons to plan your trip to Taj Mahal right away. So, without making you wait, let's get started. 1. It was a time period of 1632 to 1653 when Taj Mahal was built. Shah Jahan spent nearly 32 million rupees on the construction of what we now recognize as the epitome of love. Wondering what would be the value of money at present? Well, today the amount would be close to $1 billion. 2. About 28 types of precious and semi-precious stones were used for adorning the Taj, and they were sourced from Tibet, China, Sri Lanka and some parts of India. 3. Materials from all over India and Asia were used in the construction of Taj Mahal. It is said that over 1,000 elephants were used for transporting the construction material. 4. If observed carefully, the 4 pillars or minarets are tilted outwards rather than standing straight. The reason why it was constructed in such a way was to protect the main tomb, Gumbad, from being damaged with the falling of minarets on it in case of any natural calamity like an earthquake. 5. The story of arms of artisans being cut off to make sure that no such monument was ever built again is a hoax, as the same man Ustad Ahmad Lahori, a Persian from Iran, who was the supervisor of the architect team, laid the foundation of Red Fort too. 6. The foundation of Taj Mahal would have collapsed if it wasn't on the Yamuna bank. Yes, Taj's foundation is made of timber, which is not supposed to be long-lasting. So you can picturize well that the wood must have weakened over the period of time, but it is because of the Yamuna river that the wood is kept strong and moist till date. Number 2. Goa. Goa is a state in western India with coastlines stretching along the Arabian Sea. Its long history as a Portuguese colony prior to 1961 is evident in its preserved 17th century churches and the area's tropical spice plantations. Goa is also known for its beaches, ranging from popular stretches at Bargar and Palolem to those in laid-back fishing villages such as Agonda. The busiest and most popular of all is Candolim Beach, where travelers from around the world flock to soak up the sun. There are some interesting facts of Goa to visit. 1. Over a third of Goa is covered by forest. When people think of Goa, they're probably thinking about long, sandy beaches, but much of the state is also covered by forest. Around 20% of the land in Goa falls into the beautiful Western Ghats of India, a vast mountain range and treasure house of biodiversity. The forests here are teeming with exotic wildlife, including Indian giant squirrels, mongoose, slender loris, Indian macaques and sloth bears. 2. There are almost 7,000 bars to choose from. Goa is widely known as India's party district, and is visited by thousands of sun-seeking tourists each year. The state has fulfilled popular demand, with close to 7,000 bars across the state to choose from, and plenty of cheap alcohol. North Goa is generally more lively, although South Goa has its fair share of beach parties too. 3. Goa is the smallest state in India, covering an area of 1,429 square miles. It's only slightly bigger than Devon, but has a coastline that stretches for 99 miles. That's not to say that the state has a small amount of attractions and things to do. In fact, it's quite the opposite. 4. The state has the highest per capita income in India. Goa is one of India's wealthiest states, largely thanks to its booming tourist industry. This beautiful state has also been ranked as the best placed in terms of infrastructure and living standards. 5. Goa celebrates 2 Independence Days. India became an independent country, free from British rule, on the 15th of August 1947, but the Portuguese refused to release control of Goa. Goa's struggle for independence was fought both from within Goa as well as outside, and on the 17th of December 1961, the Indian Army, Air Force and Naval Forces invaded Goa and overpowered the underprepared Portuguese army. On the 18th of December, the Portuguese governor officially surrendered, and the next day, Goa officially became a part of India. Goa celebrates this second Independence Day on the 19th of December every year. Number 3. Amritsar. Amritsar is a city in the northwestern Indian state of Punjab, 28 kilometers from the border with Pakistan. In the northern province of Punjab is Amritsar, a holy city and a Makkah for the Sikh religion. The main attraction in Amritsar is the Golden Temple, also known as the Harmandir Sahib. Built more than 400 years ago, this temple truly is golden, and it is always packed with Sikhs visiting from around India and the rest of the world. The Golden Temple of Amritsar is the epitome of breathtaking architecture, warm hospitality and heart-touching spirituality. The Golden Temple, floating in water, is a sight to behold, serving the world's largest langar. And if you're as fascinated by this place as we are, then here are 5 facts that we bet you didn't know. 1. Golden Temple named after the 24-carat gold covering. The Golden Temple that you see today interestingly wasn't covered with an inch of gold when it was first constructed. In the year 1762, this religious heritage site was complete, destroyed by Islamic rulers. It was then that Maharaja Ranjit Singh, a brave Sikh ruler, rebuilt the entire temple and added a sparkling outer covering of gold to the marble structure. 500 kilograms of pure 24-carat of gold worth 130 crore rupees covered the temple in all its glory. 2. Buddha meditated at the sacred site of the Golden Temple. Historical records depict that the Buddha arrived at the sacred site of the Golden Temple. At that time, the landscape comprised of an ancient lake covered by dense woods. Buddha found this place to be an ideal spot for meditation for sadhus and saints. 3. It's surrounded by a sacred pond that has medicinal properties. The Golden Temple is surrounded by a sacred pond called the Amrit Sarovar. This literally translates to pool of the nectar of immortality. The artificial pond, dug out in 1577 by Guru Ram Das, is known to exuberate spiritual energies. Devotees bathe in the holy water of the Sarovar before offering prayers at the temple. 4. 4 entrances to welcome everyone irrespective of caste and creed. The temple is constructed with 4 entrances that face the north, east, west and south. The 4 different entrances symbolize a welcoming aura of acceptance and openness. The Golden Temple of Amritsar indeed welcomes everyone irrespective of their gender, caste, creed or religion. 5. The Golden Temple attracts more visitors than the Taj Mahal. The Golden Temple is one of the most visited religious sites in the world according to the UK-based World Book of Records. Moreover, While Taj Mahal is one of the 8 wonders of the world, and often laces the bucket lists of foreign tourists, yet it's not the most visited place in India. While Taj Mahal witnessed 3 million visitors in the whole of 2013, the Golden Temple of Amritsar witnessed 3 million people in just a month.